So we were studying the structure of the stamen, and इसमें हमने पढ़ा था कि जो stamen है that has two parts. The first one is the filament, that is the lower long stalk, and the second one was the anther. उसके बाद we take up the transverse section of anther, and in transverse section of anther we found that कि जो anther है उसके दो lobes हैं, first lobe and the second lobe. And each lobe, हर एक lobe में there are the two microsprangia. So these structures, these are the microsprangia. When we are talking about one, then we call that the microsprangium, and when we are talking about more than one, that is plural of microsprangium, is the microsprangia. So in a anther, bilobed anther, we have four microsprangia. So now we will be studying the structure of the microsprangia. When we study the detailed structure of microsprangia, the transverse section of the anther, we found that जो sprangia है, that is nearly round in its shape. So it is, we have four microsprangia. Actually, this diagram is of mature anther, and in mature anther, the walls of the microsprangia broke away. That we will do later in this lecture about that. So when we study the transverse section of the anther, we found that each microsprangia is very much round in structure. Each microsprangia is very much round in its structure, and so it has nearly round shape, or you can say nearly circular shape. So, and each of these microsprangia is covered by certain layers, and these layers are four in number. So there are four layers, layered wall, which is covering all these microsprangia. So there are four walls. So this one is the first wall. This is the first wall, and the first wall is called the, first of all, there are four layered wall, and the first layer is the epidermis. So first layer is the epidermis, and inside the epidermis we have the second layer, that is the endothecium. So second layer we have the endothecium. So here we have the second layer. So this is the endothecium, and inside the endothecium there are certain number of layers that are called the middle layers. So inside, inner to these, we have the middle layers. इसके बाद हमारे पास middle layers है, ठीक है? And just outside the microsprangia, we have another layer that is called the tapetum. So here, just outside the microsprangia, we have the fourth layer that is called the tapetum. Okay, so the fourth layer is the tapetum. And here we have the middle layers, यहाँ पर हमारे पास middle layers होंगी. Okay, so in total we have 4 layered wall around the each microsporangia. So outer one is the epidermis, then we have the second one, that is the endothecium, then we have the middle layers, then we have the tapetum. And among these 4 layers, जो पहली 3 layers हैं, the outer 3 layers हैं, जो their main function is protection. So the outer 3 layers are for protection, and the other function, other role of these layers is that they help in the dehiscence. They help in dehiscence. Dehiscence क्या है and how the dehiscence occur, that we will do in the last of this lecture. ठीक है, so the first 3 layers, that is the epidermis, endothecium and the middle layers, they are the outer layers and they help in the protection of the microsporangia and they help in the dehiscence. Now the fourth layer, that is the tapetum. The fourth layer, tapetum, is the innermost layer. So these are the outer layers, these are the outer layers, and inside these layers, here we have the tapetum. Here we have the tapetum. ठीक है, so now what is the दूसरी तीनों layers के function तो हमने कर लिए, but what is the function of the tapetum? So next we take up the tapetum. ठीक है, so as we have said that it is the innermost layer. It is the innermost layer. And next we have the function of the tapetum. जो tapetum है, that nourishes the pollen grains during their development. Here in last जो हमने इससे पहले किया था कि जो microsporangia, they are filled with the microspores or the pollens. So जो tapetum है, जी innermost layer है, ठीक है, that help that provide the nutrition. वो जो pollen grains develop कर रहे हैं उनको nutrition provide करेगा. So it nourishes the pollens during their development. Okay, and now जो cells हैं tapetum के, the cells of the tapetum, they are not uninucleated but they are multinucleated. हर एक सेल में एक से ज्यादा न्यूक्लियस होंगे. So each cell of the tapetum is the multinucleated. But why the cells of the tapetum are multinucleated? जो tapetum के cells हैं वो multinucleated क्यों हैं? Because जब tapetum cells में mitosis होगी, when they undergo mitotic division, then there is only karyokinesis that will not be followed by the cytokinesis. Normally हम जब भी mitosis होती है, that we, जैसे हमने last class में भी किया था कि when there is a mitosis, first the nucleus divide into 2 parts, that is called the karyokinesis, and then that is followed by the division of cytoplasm into 2 parts, that forms the 2 separate cells. So karyokinesis followed by the cytokinesis, that gives us 2 cells. But in the case of the tapetum, जो karyokinesis है during the mitosis, the karyokinesis will not be followed by the cytokinesis. So in mitosis, karyokinesis not do not occur. सिर्फ karyokinesis होगी, सिर्फ न्यूक्लियस सेपरेट होंगे, पर जो साइटोप्लाज्म में सेल्स का वो सेपरेट नहीं होगा. सो ड्यू टू दैट जो नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियस हैं सेल्स में वो इंक्रीज होंगे, लेकिन जो सेल्स हैं उनका नंबर सेम ही रहेगा, ठीक है। सो दैट इज वाई जो टेप्टम के सेल्स हैं दे आर मल्टी न्यूक्लिएटेड आफ्टर द माइटोसिस।